I like how you turned into me.
Yeah, that wasn't smart. But you know, it's AI pathing. What
Yeah,
are you
true.
gonna do?
Yeah, that's another thing I'd like to touch on. Is like some women out here, act way too stuck up for their own good, and some of these women aren't even good looking.
Why is that?
It's like, once again, who is filling your head with so much shit that you just walking around a mile above everybody else thinking that you're the shit? I want to know who the fuck is filling your head with these lies?
I don't know. I like to be honest with women. Like, I'm going to tell you guys this story, and this story is very inappropriate for viewers underage. MM heard this story probably a couple of times, but I don't like lying to people, and I don't like people thinking that something's honey when it's not. So I had intercourse with this young lady, and she asked me, was her pussy good? I told her no. I told her basically I just told her flat out, no, it's not good. But, you know, it got the job done. and just to show how garbage her vagina is, to prove to me that her pussy is good, she went and had sex with some other dude. I didn't care.
She found the yes man.
Who told her, and then she sat with him, asked him was her coochie good. He's like, yeah, so I can have sex with you again.
Like, what man isn't gonna say yes if you're guaranteed to get the cooch again?
Exactly.
He took a risk and said no. Shit.
Exactly.
He didn't get the cooch again.
I didn't get the cooch ever again.
But hey, he stood firm by his beliefs. And I respect him more for that.
Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I will tell you if I had a bad time. But it's just common courtesy. Maybe if this guy had a bad time, you'll work on it so the next guy will have a good time. That isn't just pumping your head up so he can keep sleeping with you. Like, your body, like, if any female watches this, their body is not an object for guys to play with, like an object of affection. It's not like a toy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to take care of your bodies and your vaginas, or it's going to be garbage, and there's going to be a person like me that's going to tell you, hey, your pussy's garbage, you shouldn't have gave it out so much.
Mm-hmm. But remember, the cheapest prices attract the most customers.
Free pussy? Oh yeah, I want it.
Mm-hmm. Not even free, like cheap pussy.
Cheap pussy, yeah. I love cheap.
Cheap pussy.
Yeah.
Who wanna love some cheap pussy? We call those hookers.
We call those cheap hookers.
Good pussy at competitive prices.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, you gotta respect yourselves. Like if you were that insecure to ask me, was it good? Then obviously you know there's something wrong with it. Why would you ask that question? That's all I wonder.
Because she was looking for another yes man.
And you know what's funny? I get asked that a lot.
I hate to get asked the same question a lot of so many times, because then I get annoyed.
Yeah.
And then I really, really will not hold back letting you know what I think, because I've been asked the same shit, and I was like, you know what? Okay, you want to know what the fuck I think? Here's what the fuck I think, and what you hear is not what you're gonna want to hear.
Exactly, and that's why I did it. And that's another reason why I'm settled down now. Why I'm just sticking with one person and I'm good.
Yeah, a good woman is hard to find.
It really is. It took a lot of test drives.
But then again, that's why you have to sample.
Yeah,
it's
you
good
really
to sample.
do.
We're not telling you to go ahead and fuck everything with two legs, but it's good to just explore a little bit.
Yeah, it's good to sow your royal oats.
Your royal oats. Fuck like a king.
Fuck like a king. The moral of this session is fuck like a king. Oh wow, we've been just talking randomly for 30 minutes. What are you doing? You're like collecting shit.
I'm not collecting shit. I'm driving through the mountains.
What are those floating, glowing things? I've been meaning to ask that.
Those are on like races and shit.
Oh, that you're just ignoring?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm cruising, man. That's all I want to
tell you the truth, the scenery has been beautiful.
That's what this game is. This game is basically, it's like it's like so many miles of road that you could just explore. But that's why I took the SUV, because there's a lot of areas in the SUV trails that I have not explored.
Like this is a beautiful map.
I think this what this game was geared towards, because I think this game had identity issues. It
wants to be a racer.
It wants to be a racer, but it wants to be like a social network.
Or
it's
RPG.
like it wants basically it wants to have its cake and eat it too. It's like it
tries to go for racing RPG.
Right, because like if like this, I think this is where the strength of the game lies, because you have a lot of exploration, you have all this free space. There's a lot of stuff you can discover.
Yeah, because I remember when you were playing this a while ago, like the controls are shit, kind of.
Oh my god, I swear, that's something that really pissed me off about this game. Getting like talking about the game now was, and I really felt that they purposely effed with the controls just to keep people from completing this game like too quickly, because there are points where stuff shouldn't have happened. Shit shouldn't have happened. It was like, it was just retarded. Like I could literally like maybe graze a blade of grass,
and my
car would just spin out like it just went on a sheet of ice, and I hated that.
Yeah, I've noticed that. When like this, we'd never recorded this game, but I watched him play this, and he like barely inched into the grass, like he's doing now on a dirt trail. He'll nick the grass,
like something like this. And like every now and then the game would just decide to be like, you know what, fuck you,
and spin them out of control.
And I like that pissed me off, because
especially in races.
Oh my god, the race in this is one race in the SUV trials of this game. It's called Dangerous Descent. I'm not sure whether if it's in Hawaii or Ibiza, but that race, I swear, I stopped playing this game for at least 6 months because of that race.
Like I'm done,
because it was pissing me off so much. It was a time trial.
Damn.
And some of the time trials in this game are manageable, but the ones that you have to do off-road are damn near unplayable because of how the controls are, how these cars control.
You know what's funny? I tried to go back to playing Skyrim after playing, getting really into Dark Souls, and I just can't. I don't like Skyrim that much anymore.
It's like Skyrim, it's one guy on YouTube, his name is The Gaming Brit, and he did a video of saying how Skyrim is it an overrated epic.
It is.
Now what are your thoughts on that?
It's not. It is overrated to a degree. It's not like extremely overrated, but the praise that it has gotten, it is a bit much. It is a bit too much, because the game is. It's too easy, and I have it on PlayStation. They couldn't even fix the fucking DLC for the PlayStation.
Nobody's getting Dawnguard on PS3.
Exactly, and that pissed me off with Bethesda. That's why I didn't get Dishonored. And then it's like, one thing I've noticed, I played Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas and Skyrim. The load screens, after a while, the load screens in Skyrim, after playing it because I have a character I played over 200 hours with, like, the load screens are just murder. And I tried to play the game after playing Dark Souls, which has barely any load screens.
Yeah.
To playing Skyrim, which had those, like, the load screens are like 3 minutes long. Like damn near 3 minutes long. It felt like it anyway, and 3 minutes feels like an eternity when you're playing a video game.
Yeah.
Especially one that's supposed to be an epic like Skyrim.
Yeah.
Where it's all about immersion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't immerse yourself in a video game where you got, every time you enter or leave an area, there's a load screen.
Yeah.
And then you have to constantly enter and leave areas for certain missions.
Well, like I said, I watched you play Skyrim, and it looks interesting. It looks interesting.
It's a fun game. I'm not shitting on it.
It looks addicting. I will say that. It looks addicting.
It's very addicting. It's a fun game. It's a good game. It's fun. It's not without fault.
It's not like the perfect game that everybody thinks it is.
Yeah, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not like God shed out this game just for us RPG fans. No, it's not God's game or God's gift to RPG. It's a good game. It's pretty buggy, especially for Sony, and that's probably why we didn't get Dawn Guard, because Bethesda just can't get their shit together with Sony.
I researched that just to see like what was the deal, and they said like it's just too many bugs for the PS3 to handle. They couldn't work it out.
Yeah, but they can work it out for Xbox. Just like PlayStation keeps getting PlayStation Networks keeps getting hacked, but you never hear about Xbox.
I think that's Microsoft
getting hacked.
That's Microsoft trolling Sony.
Yeah, that's Microsoft trolling Sony, man. I'm not even gonna say that out loud. It's not Microsoft trolling Sony. It's just a weird coincidence.
Like, don't you find it weird?
Exactly. Like whenever Microsoft's numbers drop, Sony gets hacked. Like seriously. Oh, now that we're talking about Sony.
Drop the price of your TVs.
That too. And let's talk about a missed opportunity. Like, I think we touched on it once in another video where we were talking about PlayStation All-Stars.
Yeah.
Like, the lack of characters thereof. I finally saw some gameplay footage.
Let me interrupt you. I wouldn't say the lack of characters. It was just the lack of like thought as far as some characters that could have been there versus the ones that are there.
Exactly, and this is what's pissing me off about Battle Royale or whatever, and I didn't buy it because of this.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I buy a game just to buy the DLC with it afterwards? When some of these characters that they knew people that Sony fans really enjoy, like Crash Bandicoot or whatever, should have already been on the game.
Like these are the classes, exactly. From day one, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro should have been in the game, and yet Cloud Strife could have been in the game.
But who they put in the game? Heavenly Sword, bitch, that no one gave a fuck about.
And she's basically a copy paste of Kratos. They didn't even give her own weapon. They basically gave her like
a blade of chaos.
Right. That was really effed up. And they got characters in the game I never even heard of, like Fat Princess. I don't even know where the fuck she came from.
And then they got Dante from the new DMC.
And
not classic Dante.
Like that's what brought up a whole nother rant. If they're talking about having classic, characters in here, why the hell is he in there? Okay, I can see Dante, classic Dante, but not new Dante. New Dante makes no sense to be in that game other than to go ahead and plug this new game that's coming out.
That's it.
He makes no sense to be in that game other than that.
You know what? I think Ninja Theory paid Sony a lot of money because they got two of their characters in there. They got Heavenly Sword Girl, and they got Dante in there. They paid a lot of money
more pass.
to have their characters put into that game. And you know what? You know what's funny about that girl from Heavenly Sword? What? When they canceled Heavenly Sword 2, no one said shit. No one gave a fuck about that. But why is she in this game?
I don't know why she's in this game. It's like, once again, it was like, of course, everybody knows this is.
Why are those trees indestructible?
I don't know. Why is a lot of stuff in this game indestructible? Stuff that should die and such stuff that should be destroyed is indestructible.